Hey everyone, if you're waiting for the redesigned all-new generation of Toyota RAV4 to come out, well, so am I, and so is a lot of people. We're hoping to see some kind of news get leaked sometime in the near future from the manufacturer themselves. Now, keep in mind, I posted a video about 2 weeks ago or so that referenced an article out of Quebec, if I'm not mistaken, from an article called The Auto Guide, and I'll put a link in the description below. In that article, it stated that sometime in mid-May, Toyota will unveil a sneak peek or something of that matter image, not mentioning what vehicle it's for or what vehicle it is or SUV, but they will reveal something during the month of May. Now, is this accurate information? I'm not sure. To date, we haven't been informed or told anything specific with regards to any redesign news or updates from the manufacturer, but let's talk about what we think might happen under the hood. I've been reading up on a couple of articles, and well, I've got some news. All right, so chasingcars.com. I'm going to put a link in the description. You guys can check out this article a little bit later. This article doesn't really mention anything specific with regards to timing of the release of this beautiful SUV, redesigned SUV, but it does speak to the powertrain. Now, there's been a lot of back and forth in terms of the powertrain and what's going to be available. Here's my take. The RAV4 will be a hybrid-only powertrain system. So if you want a non-hybrid Toyota RAV4, get in and get one now because your time may be running out. It will come in a hybrid configuration, probably across 6 to 8 models. Right now we have 8 models from the LE all the way to the Woodland and Limited and XSE Tech and so on. It should be offered still in a plug-in hybrid variant, and rumor has it that we will see a full EV model or models for the new Gen RAV4. Now, granted, usually full EV models kind of look a little bit different, so I expect a full EV to come for the new generation, but I expect it to come sometime after the hybrid powertrain systems come in and the redesign gets announced and available to the public. I expect a full EV a little bit later on, maybe sometime into the mid 2026 calendar year or model year. Now, going back to that hybrid only powertrain system, a lot of consumers, viewers, customers, and content creators think that we're going to stay with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder hybrid powertrain system and get the THS or THS5 hybrid powertrain system. I believe right now the Toyota RAV4 has the hybrid Synergy Drive powertrain system, but don't quote me on that. I'd have to reference and check. But the all-new THS5 is in the Camry right now for 2025. It's a very responsive and fuel-efficient hybrid electric system. But there's been other content, articles, forums like this one here, chasingcars.com, that states that there is a very big possibility of a 1.5 liter turbo engine under the hood. That is possible. That is possible. I think that some manufacturers, most manufacturers like Toyota and other brands, are feeling the constraints with regards to gas emissions and your footprint, your carbon footprint on the world and on the infrastructure and on the environment. And I think the smaller the engine, the better for that. I believe that they go hand in hand. So basically what I'm trying to say is if Toyota can pump out the same amount of horsepower in a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder that they can pump out in a 1.5 liter, put a turbo to it to help with acceleration or to help with the power band, then they may very well do that. Here the article says, no details on the RAV4's powertrain have been released yet, but it could come with an updated version of the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine paired with Toyota's 5th generation, that's the THS5, hybrid system and a CVT automatic transmission. That could see power increase from the current all-wheel drive to approximately 170 kilowatt combined from 163, using the same triple electric motor setup. Toyota is expected to continue offering two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive variants. So right now, actually, at least for us here in Canada, there is no front-wheel drive anymore for the Toyota RAV4. Toyota RAV4 is only offered in an all-wheel drive, I think around 2022. Toyota discontinued front-wheel drive LE and front-wheel drive XLE. If you want to see a front-wheel drive back in the RAV4 lineup, just leave a comment in the comment section. I'll pin it. Hopefully, someone in the Toyota world will see it. But generally, there was only a $2,000 price gap, if I'm not mistaken, between front-wheel and all-wheel drive. So it made sense to go with the all-wheel drive setup. And here they speak to the possibility of the 1.5 liter. So the current RAV4's 2.5 liter hybrid powertrain will eventually be replaced with a new generation of hybrid-ready turbocharged 1.5 and 2 liter four-cylinder engines, as announced in June 2024. Japan Magazine Best Car reported a battery electric RAV4 is also in the development. So I missed that. I don't know of any article or of anyone official that announced a 1.5 liter or a 2.0 or a 2 liter variant of a hybrid powertrain system for the hybrid RAV4. But guys, like I said, it's very possible, because I think the smaller the engine, the better for the brands, the manufacturers, in terms of, reducing emissions. It's all about reducing emissions, hence why, the RAV4, the Toyota Camry, the Toyota Sienna, all the Crown lineups, the Land Cruiser, they're all hybrid only, because the brand doesn't want that many non-hybrid gasoline combustion vehicles and engines running on the road. They want to reduce their environmental impact as they are required to do so. Another topic we're going to talk about. The Toyota RAV4 used to come in a TRD model. Actually, for you guys in the US, it used to also come in an adventure model, which here in Canada, it is called the Trail Package. But it got discontinued, if I'm not mistaken, in 2025 for the US as an adventure package. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And it got discontinued, I think, in 2022 or 2023, the TRD model. This was the model that had the upgraded suspension, the TRD black alloy wheels, and it was a really cool looking all-wheel drive SUV. Now, Auto Evolution states that there is a possibility that when the new Gen RAV4 comes out, Toyota will introduce or give consumers and customers an off-roading capable hybrid new Gen Toyota RAV4 like a TRD model. I'll put a link in the description below. You guys can check out this article, but let's take a look together. All right, so here it is, everyone. This is the article. The link is in the description. Again, this is all rendering stuff, but the topic is legit. They're saying that the possibility of a 2026 RAV4 TRD off-road is very likely, and it would go head-to-head with a refreshed 2026 Honda CR-V Trail Sport. Is that even a thing? I'm not too familiar with the Honda product. But this would be really cool. And let's take a look at the interior. The interior here. So the exterior, I think, is very far-fetched. I don't think it's anything close to what we would actually get in a look or style. I think Best Car Magazine, I said this before, they hit it out of the park with the rendering. I think it's very accurate to that. But guys, take a look at the interior. This blue accenting is very cool. It's similar to what we have in the all-new generation 2025 Toyota 4Runner. And this is a really nice update. If this is what the new interior looks like on the RAV, I'd be pretty pleased with that. Let me know what you think. It looks like a 12.3 inch or a 14-inch wide touch screen with the latest multimedia. A little bit of a new design on the center console there with a very SUV TRD truck styled shift knob. That blue trim is really cool. That Toyota wording embedded into the actual dash trim itself is very like the Tacomas and the Tundras and the 4Runners and that. Really cool stuff, guys. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, stay tuned to the channel. I think we're going to be hearing, I hope we're going to be hearing from the manufacturer soon. We're now approaching the midway mark in the 2025 calendar year. So yeah, something has to happen quick. Let me know what you think about the options for powertrain under the hood. 2.5 liter combined with the latest THS hybrid powertrain system, I think is the best and safest bet. 1.5 liter is also an option or a contender, as well as a 2 liter is also a contender. And let me know if you think a TRD hybrid, remember, hybrid only, TRD hybrid powertrain system or SUV for the new RAV would be something you might consider. We'll catch you guys on the next video and review. Take care.